enjoyed my last food-related one, which was, I think, the chips one. And you guys really enjoyed my fast food tier ranking one, so I thought today would be kind of cool to go over tier ranking candy. Now, I'm not a super big person into candy or sweets, but I will try my best to give my own personal opinion on these. Again, these are not going to be ranked off of, how good they are to the public or everyone else. This is just my personal opinion and what I think and how good they are to me. So just keep that in mind. So yeah, make sure you guys like the video. If you do like the video, make sure you comment down below your favorite candy of all time, or maybe just your own general opinion about where you would place some of these candies. I would love to know your opinion. Also, make sure to check out yesterday's video if you are more into the sports type of ASMR. It was a really cool NBA video, so make sure you check that video that I posted yesterday. And yeah, other than that, I think that's it. So I think we can get started. Alright, so actually, I switched up the listing. I actually didn't really like the one that it had on there. This one actually has a bigger selection of ones that I've tried and different ones that we could probably chit-chat about, ones that maybe is a little bit more exciting to look at, I guess. But since I switched it up, it's still the same thing. S tier being my favorite sort of candy. F tier ones that I would rather spit out than eat. And then just the ones I leave behind are just ones that I don't really feel the need to put up there. Or ones that I've never tried before. So like Airhead Bites, maybe ones I don't really feel the need to put up there. I've never really even had those before. We have Chewy Lemon Heads, not entirely sure. We have this interesting looking Starburst bag, but I don't know if that's just a regular flavored of Starburst. I think it is just a regular Starburst bag. So if that's the case, if these are just regular Starburst, I really like Starburst. Obviously everyone has their own sort of preference on, what flavors they like the most. I really do like the pink and the yellow ones. I'm gonna go B for right now. It's a good one. Definitely not bad. I feel like they get old pretty fast. They also have Welch's Fruit Snacks, which I don't really believe are candy. We have Hershey's chocolate, just a nice plain Hershey's chocolate bar. Hershey's is good. Hershey's is definitely maybe one of the top tier of the chocolate bars. Obviously, when you think of Hershey, you think of eating s'mores with them, or even just having one little nice one. I really do like putting mine in like the fridge or freezer before eating them. Getting that nice little crisp bite out of a chocolate bar is really yummy. We have some Dum Dums, which I don't think really a lot of people in this sort of generation have ever had Dum Dums, but they're basically just like little mini suckers. And a lot of their flavors are really good, but some of them are really trash. And I also hate how teeny tiny Dum Dums are. Those things are, you could bite into them without even having to eat them a little bit. Dum Dums are good, but I wish they were just a little bit bigger. Next up here, if you can't see that, it's a pile of candy corn, which, man, if you're a fan of candy corn, you're an interesting one, because I actually hate candy corn with a passion. I love Halloween time, I love the fall, and seeing candy corn makes me really excited about the fall. But actually eating candy corn makes me think about wanting to throw up. Here I think is some chocolate, which I've never had before. We have lemon heads, which, they're okay. Lemon heads are okay. Like, again, there's something I could eat maybe one or two of them before I'm getting really tired of it. Obviously, it's just the flavoring of fake lemon, which isn't really the best. Then we have a Babe Ruth, which also, in my opinion, is just one of the lowest tier of chocolate bars. They're just not my favorite. I think I've maybe had a Babe Ruth maybe one time in my entire life. Definitely not the greatest. So sorry if it feels like this video is very, sped up or choppy. It's just how I have to film now that my mic is broke. It sucks. I need to get a new microphone, but obviously that costs a lot of money, but we'll see how we get through. But anyways, I have no idea what this guy is. It looks like some sort of foreign sweet, which I've never had before, but next to that is a Milky Way, which I feel like is just in that same tier of low tier chocolate bars. rather have none of these than eat one of them. Definitely not anything super crazy. If anything, I should probably put Babe Ruth down an F. You know, I'm gonna put Babe Ruth down an F. I just don't like Babe Ruths at all, really, and at least a Milky Way. You know, if someone gave me a Milky Way and I had to eat it in front of him, like a gift or something like that, I would eat it. But a Babe Ruth, I just can't really do that. Here we have some sort of little, I don't know if that's a push pop or something. Oh yeah, it is push pop. Oh my god. You kids of, you know, the later 90s, maybe even early 2000s remember push pops. Those things were actually kind of interesting. I just remember they were a hassle to eat and never really tasted that great, but definitely were just entertaining and popular at the time that they were out and popular, I guess, but weren't really the best. We have Oreos here for some reason, don't know why. We have a Tootsie Pop, which I guess are sort of at the same level as just Dum Dums. They're just, you know, they're suckers. Suckers are good, you know. But at the center of these ones have a Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll in the middle of them, which again, maybe that makes them better for you. For me, it doesn't really make them any difference. Obviously, Dum Dums have really cool flavors, and Push Pops are, I mean, not Push Pops, what are they called? Tootsie Pops just have, you know, the regular sort of cherry and whatever flavors. They're nothing too crazy. I've actually never had a white chocolate Kit Kat bar before, but I've heard it's really good. This is just saltwater taffy in general. And guys, again, I love being controversial. Being controversial is so fun because this might piss some people off, but I hate saltwater taffy. I do not like saltwater taffy whatsoever. Then we have a bag of Twizzlers. Twizzlers obviously being a licorice brand, and also one that I know is very controversial. I do not like Twizzlers whatsoever. If I am picking out a licorice, I'm gonna do this already because it's the same thing. I'm picking out red vines, red vine, licorice, even though I don't really like licorice all that much in general. I do think it's better. I would rather have a red vine licorice than a Twizzlers regulars. I don't know if that's sort of controversial, but hey, that's just the way it is, I guess. Now we're on to Warheads. Wow. Warheads, which are a sour candy, which could be popular for a lot of people, but for me, not so much. I, you know, don't want to have my teeth and jaw hurt to enjoy a candy, and sure, it's funny for one time, and that's why it's not an F, because, you know, it is funny to have a Warhead, and I guess, but it's not like the candy tastes good. It's not like the sour is, you know, anything fun to do, but I guess if you're just trying a Warhead, like, it's okay. Pockies are actually pretty good. It's just like a chocolate, you know, covered stick. I don't know if it's like a breadstick or whatever the little thing it's coated on, but I really love the sea salt ones that are very delicious, but the regular Pockies are just, I don't want to say flavorless because you get chocolate obviously, but even then it's just nothing super crazy. Junior Mints, that's just, it's mint chocolate. They are pretty okay. I am a major fan of mint flavored things. I am one of those guys who just carry around, you know, Tic Tacs or whatever type of mints, and I just eat them just to have them, not to even freshen my breath or anything. I just love the flavor of mint, so Junior Mints, I am actually a big fan. Now we are finally getting to more of a top tier candy, for me at least. Crunch bars. Controversial maybe, I don't know, but I love me a Crunch bar, especially one that's a little bit cooler. Maybe put it in the refrigerator for a little bit, making it nice and solid, making it extra crunchy. Crunch bar. I love Crunch bars. Those are really good. Let's see. We have Airhead Extreme Bites. I don't think I've ever had those before. I know it's like a sour flavored Airhead. We have Nerds, which I think Nerds are actually kind of a flavorless one, but Nerds are for some reason really reminds me of like intermediate school. For some reason, I remember my teacher would always give out Nerds, and I just remember having it during that time period, so I guess it gives me a nice little happy sort of memory with Nerds, but I don't think they taste anything super great, but they're also just not like anything really bad, I guess you could Sour Patch Kids. We'll get to that when we get to that. I've never had the tropical flavor before. Let me know if that's any good. We have Whoppers, strawberry, never had. And we have a Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. And I know for people, this is their #1 thing. But guys, this is my list, and I do not care. I can maybe have one Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. That's about it. I feel like they're overly peanut buttery, and I'm not a big fan of peanut butter. So anything super peanut buttery, I'm not a big fan of. I'm not a big fan of Reese's. I know this is some people's #1 favorite thing. Not for me though. Very controversial. I love it. Next up we have Ring Pops. Ring Pops, obviously again a big time thing for '90s and early 2000 kids. Again, sort of like a sucker, like a Dum Dum, like a Tootsie Pop. I mean, they're good. They're okay. I mean, the flavor's really dope, but in hindsight, very, 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 very messy to eat, very sticky, very gross. I mean, the flavors were pretty okay, but I don't think it was anything super top tier of candy, I guess you could say. Let's see what else we have here. We have, sugar. I think these were Sugar Daddy, Sugar Baby, something like that. I don't think I've ever had them before. We have a strawberry Kit Kat, never had before. And, oh my god, these were like always on TV, these guys right here. Again, I could never figure out what they're called, but they're like a sour, droppy sucker. I have no idea what they were called, but I remember that was like their big thing back in the day. Again, something that's going to be very controversial. This is my go-to movie theater candy. It is the cookie dough bites. I am a big fan of the cookie dough bites whenever I'm at the movie theaters and I'm feeling like spending, $8 on a thing of candy. I usually pick up the cookie dough bites, especially when they're a little bit refrigerated, a little bit cooler. Absolutely amazing. Top tier, at least almost top tier, at least in my opinion. Let's see some more things I haven't had before. We have a giant gobstopper, never really had before. Then we have Lifesavers, which I don't really even think are candy, really. I mean, I guess technically they are, but I thought they were more like a mint. Zero candy, I've never had. I never had the mint M&Ms before. Candy canes are actually, to me, pretty okay. I mean, I'm only gonna say C because it reminds me of Christmas, and I absolutely love Christmas. And I also told you guys earlier, I'm a humongous fan of mint, so anything really minty flavored, I'm gonna enjoy. And I really do like candy canes. I think the flavoring's not that bad. Some more things I've never had before. We have another thing of Pocky, mint Lifesavers. Oh, we have Fireball. I think it's called, what are they called? I forget what they're called. Anyways, yeah, but the Fireballs are terrible. I hate them because, if you don't know, they are a cinnamon flavored candy. It's absolutely disgusting. Gross. Bleh. I'd rather spit it out. And then we have a Hershey's Kiss. These are okay. These are just like eating just like a regular Hershey's candy bar anyway. So like I'll take a Kiss, I guess. It's just a miniature version of just a Hershey's bar, I guess. Nutella's definitely not a candy if you ask me. We have a thing of gummy worms, it looks like. Gummy worms again. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm just skipping this whole line right here of gummy bears. And honestly, I was gonna put gummy bears in sort of the same category. Again, I love being controversial because to me, gummy bears all taste the same. Gummy bears are all the exact same thing, and to me, personally, I can only eat about 3 or 4 of them before I am tired of them. Not a big fan of gummy bears. I know, controversial. I love it. Peanut M&Ms. Again, not a big fan of peanuts, but I do love the chocolate with the peanut, so it's not that bad. But I feel like sometimes they throw in like 3 or 4 peanuts inside one M&M. I feel like it gets a little bit, crowded when it gets to those things. Oh, actually, regular Twizzlers are right here. I'm actually gonna put the Twizzlers up there. I thought that was a regular thing of Twizzlers, but it's not. But I'm gonna put it in the same thing. I've already talked about these Twizzlers before. Some more things I've never had. Guys, have I said it before, and I will say it again. I love being controversial. Swedish fish. I know some people it might be an S tier, but for me, F. I do not like Swedish fish whatsoever. If there's Swedish fish or any other type of candy, I would rather have any other type of candy. But anyways, I need to start going a little bit faster. There are so many candies here. Oh my god. Let's see. Jelly beans. Also, again, maybe a top tier for a lot of people. For me, pretty average to mid tier. I mean, I might go mid because there are, a lot of good flavors. There are a lot of terrible flavors. But again, sort of like with candy canes and nerds, I have a weird memory attached to jelly beans because I've been to the jelly bean or Jelly Belly factory before as a kid. For some reason, that's one of my favorite vacations ever, and it was a fun time. So I'll make it go up a little bit more. Gobstoppers. To me, I am a big fan of Gobstoppers. I don't know why. I think they taste pretty good, and again, sort of like the other sort of hard candy that we'll probably get to later on in this video. I think they're pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Also very easy to eat. They're just a little circular ball. They're all very, very, very nice. Good and plenty's F tier. Obviously, it being I think black licorice. It's the worst licorice, and I just hate it. It's gross. I've never had this type of Sour Patch Kid before. Sweet tarts, gummy worms. I mean, gummy worms are just the same thing as gummy bears. I feel like they're just the same thing. We have Three Musketeers, which, oh man, I might just again throw that in the same sort of category as like a Milky Way, which is just like, is it better than a Babe Ruth? Yes, but am I picking it over really any other things that are up here? Definitely not. It's definitely not even, my fourth or third, maybe even not even my fifth pick of a, candy bar to have. I would rather have a Milky Way than a Three Musketeer, if I'm being completely honest. Now we have Fun Dips, which, man, in hindsight, these things are absolutely disgusting. It's just, you're eating just basically powdered sugar with a sugar stick. It's just terrible. It doesn't taste all that great, and I don't know why as a kid they're so much fun. Maybe just because they, dye your entire mouth blue or red. That's probably the only thing that really comes out of eating a Fun Dip. Let's see. Ooh, finally we get to an S tier. I don't know if you guys realize we have no S tiers, but finally we do. One of my, if not my favorite candy of all time. A nice classic bag of Skittles. Skittles. Absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10. Amazing. Let's see what else do we have here really quickly. Hot tamales. If you don't know, it's kind of the same thing as a fireball, but in a chewable form, but still terrible. Anything that's sort of like hot, quote unquote, style of candy, that cinnamon style, it's just absolutely disgusting to me. I absolutely hate it. Let's see. A Tootsie Roll, a classic Tootsie Roll again. Just not great. It's just not good. I remember having so many of these as a kid because my mom would always have them, and bro, if you want to talk about a candy that just gets old super fast, Tootsie Roll is definitely probably number one on that list. We also have Sour Patch Kids up, and finally, we also get another S tier one. I love me a nice Sour Patch Kid because it's not like a Airhead where it's, not Airhead, what's it called? I forget what they're called. But it's not a super sour where it makes me want to die. It makes me, want to spit out the candy. It's not that terrible. And plus, the flavoring actually tastes really good, unlike a Airhead, or whatever those things are called. What are they called? Warheads. It's not like a Warhead where it's super sour and gross to eat. These are good and good to eat. Trying to wrap up the video now. I'm just going to be scouting out for the major big time players. Let's see. One of the first things I spot here, if you can see right here where my cursor is a Kit Kat. And again, talking about some of my favorite candies of all time, maybe even number one is a Kit Kat. And if they had the Kit Kat minis on here, if you've never had the themselves. Absolutely amazing. Let's see, what else do we have here? Ooh, Jolly Ranchers, of course. Jolly Ranchers are also a very high tier. I'll go A. I think I'll go A just because their flavoring is really good. Unlike some of the other sort of, hard candy flavoring, some of them are just really gross and are all very dull. I think we can all sort of taste the great taste of Jolly Ranchers. Obviously, the watermelon one. At least the watermelon one is my favorite one. Blue raspberry, green apple, even the cherry one is not bad. I hate the grape flavored one. I hate grape flavored anything. So, but they're good. I mean, I'll definitely snack on those all day if I could. Whoppers are pretty interesting. I know for a lot of people they hate them, but again, controversial. I actually don't mind Whoppers, and I used to get them a lot actually as my sort of like go-to movie theater candy back in the day, but I don't really anymore. But to me personally, not that bad. Dots are absolutely disgusting. If you actually eat dots and you're under the age of 50, I'm very surprised because I doubt there's a lot of people out there like that. Let's see. Oh, actually, here's Starburst. I thought these were original Starburst, but I guess not. But yeah, we already talked about Starburst. Really good. Let's see. I think this actually is a regular Hershey's bar, but again, talked about it earlier. Peeps. Again, if you enjoy eating Peeps, wow, those things are just not good whatsoever. Sour Patch watermelons are actually really good as well, but again, I talked about Sour Patch Kids already. Let's see, what else do we have here? Ooh, these are actually a really good flavor of Skittles. Oh, speaking of, classics, obviously a Snickers bar. My favorite, my go-to chocolate bar, if I need one, well, obviously besides Kit Kat, but if I'm talking about like a classic chocolate bar, I think we can all agree that Snickers is just the best one. It's just the best combination of chocolate and peanut butter and caramel. It's just, everything is so good that nothing really overpowers the other thing. Like again, with like a Milky Way with the caramel, it's too much, and then what even is the Three Musketeers? It's really bad, and then the Babe Ruth is just not really all that great. But for Snickers, amazing. Speaking of trash, we have some more. We have Almond Joys. It's a coconut and nut and chocolate flavored candy bar, which is just not that great. It's just very, very, very underwhelming. It's just very yucky, at least in my opinion. Anything else we are missing? Ooh, Reese's Pieces. I love Reese's Pieces, and again, you can say, oh, well, that's the same thing, ASMballeR, as a Reese's peanut butter cup. No, it's not the same because you can like control how much and how strong the flavoring is. The only reason why I'm not a big fan of Reese's Pieces, Reese's peanut butter cups, is because it's too much. It's too much peanut buttery, and it's just not a good flavor. At least to me, I don't really like peanut butter a whole lot. With Reese's Pieces, you just get enough, the perfect amount, at least in my opinion. I love Reese's Pieces. Airheads were, again, a really big thing when I was a kid. Never really got the hype of them. They were pretty okay. I mean, I'll put them in B. The flavoring on them are really good, especially when you get into the more exotic flavoring Airheads. Those are really good, but nothing super duper crazy, I would say. Let's see. Ooh, Mike and Ike's. Mike and Ike's are also good. A good go-to for movie theater choices for candy. Very good, very easy to eat. All the flavors are good. I'll eat a whole box of Mike and Ike's, that's for sure. Oh, and Twix. Oh my god, I forgot about Twix. You know what, guys? I take that back. Twix, maybe besides Kit Kat, because Kit Kat is probably my number one. My go-to chocolate bar. I'm sorry, Snickers. I totally forgot Twix existed because Twix are actually my number one. I absolutely love me a bag. Not a bag. Well, actually a bag. You can get them in mini form, just like the Kit Kats, and they're 1,000 times better. But yeah, you know what? I think that's it. I think that is everything that I want to do. Some things on here I could put up there, I guess. I don't know. A lot of things are just like miniature versions of some things, or just, different flavorings of some things, and also just things I've never really had before. Like, what even is a lot of these things I have no idea, but yeah, you know what? I think that is going to be it for me, guys. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Again, this is just a very fast, very quick, very easy ramble on some candies, and I don't want to make this super long because I think one of my last tier listing videos was like 40 minutes, and I'm not trying to do that to you. So, yeah. Anyways, S tier candies, these are like my go-tos. These are like, bro, if you handed me one of these any time of the day, I am chowing down the entire bag or bar. A tier candies are like ones that, you know, if I'm watching a movie, if I'm out and about at a gas station, these are like ones I'll pick out if I want to. B tier ones are just ones I like, I enjoy, they're okay, you know, if they're around, I'll snack on one or two of them maybe. C tier candies are just, you know, they're decent, they're okay, you know, if I'm handed one for free, you know, I'll take it, whatever. D tier candies are just ones that, you know, I'll consume, you know, if I had to eat one, I would eat one, you know. If someone, you know, gave it to me as a gift and they sat there and watched me have to eat it, I would do it. And F tier candies are candies I will literally just not eat, no matter the circumstance, I guess you could say. And then again, there are a lot of great candies in here that I'm just not putting up there just because, again, it takes forever, and they're just different styles of different things we've already put up there, like, again, like a Hershey's bar or a cookies and cream, you know, chocolate bar, kind of just the same, but different. Ooh, like tropical Skittles, I love tropical Skittles, those are really good. But anyways, again, make sure you guys like the video if you do like the video, and subscribe for more tier list or just any type of ASMR content that I do. Make sure to comment down below also your favorite candy of all time, and I'll see you again in my next video very, 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 very soon. Alright, guys.